everyone, welcome back to another episode of a Magelord Tale. So, I finished getting my computer system working a little bit better, so I'm now able to access it from my main room that I've been working from this entire time. And I upgraded my power production a little bit because I drained all my lava overnight. I think that we might have enough power to do this. I'm using a couple magma crucibles to, well, I guess now that are being supplemented by my crucibles. And we're just pouring lava into here very slowly. Every now and then some shows up. But the goal is to make sure that we do keep plenty of lava in these engines at all times. It's not a goal that seems to be working all that well, to be honest. But I am increasing in power. I can only output 200 RF because these cables only will transmit 200, so we are taking in more energy than we are outputting, I suppose. That said, this is a bit of a battle trying to make sure that it stays on top of our lava demand. Like I said, I don't really know how well this is working. We will see. We'll see how it's doing at the end of this episode. But I think it's only taking 100 lava every time. Yeah, somewhere around that. So it should... This one should fill up, and then this one should fill up, and then this one should fill up, and then the tank should start filling up again. And we'll have a surplus. So, today... while I do enjoy these different mythical looking armors, I kind of want to just make a stylish armor for myself, which is why I brought the Tinker's Table over from the Batcave. So we're going to do that today. Now I know it requires me getting some wires. Let's get 16, that'll be good for now. See, I haven't ever actually messed with this mod before. Oops. So it'll all be pretty interesting for me to do. Okay, so we're going to require 3, 9, 14, 16 iron. That's actually not that bad. I do have plenty of iron on me, well, in my system. So, get smelting. I got more silver pulverized in here. It's enough to start working on the helmet. Okay, so you go like that, and the wires, and we have a helmet. Now, I should be in human mode while I'm doing this, actually, shouldn't I? Okay, so the helmet, when you put it on, it looks like that. Which doesn't seem to go very well with the hats. And I do see my head sticking out just a little bit. Here, let me remove my hat. Alright. Done. F5. Now if you take it over to the Tinker Table, there's all these different things that you can put inside of it. Aurameter. I think that just lets you see what you normally can with the thermic goggles, so there's that. compass on the run that shows you your direction no matter where you are, a clock, flight control, night vision, water electrolyzer, so you can breathe underwater, auto feeder, an airtight seal. Oh, that's for if you want to go to the moon or Mars or space. That's cool. Different ways of generating energy and different types of armor that you can have. And there's keybinds here. I don't really know what those are. And visual lets you actually change your armor a bit. Why does it do that? Alright, so if I want, I can change the color of the helmet. Which is pretty cool. So different style helmet which looks like it's made for block type people instead of, just being a weird circle shape, or I can go with the normal helmet style. Which is like that. I don't really know what these are for. But can I mix and match? I can mix and match, that's cool. So let's see. If I were to do that, that looks kind of silly. Anyway, my iron should be all done smelting now, so let's make the rest of this armor, shall we? So I believe the next piece was like that. And then, like that for the boots. Can I remember correctly for the legs? I think it was that. Yep, there we go. Okay, so all of it put on, and after I get this back to normal. Okay, so you can actually add palettes to, or you can add to make a bigger palette, giving you a wider variety of color for your helmet. Useful. So, like that, and that's how the armor is normally. Which isn't too bad, I guess. It looks pretty neat. But I am going to work on customizing this to get a different look to it. So let me make a quick jump cut, and I'll be right back. And I guess this will do for now. Could be better, but this will work for now. I will tweak the colors more later, maybe adjust how the armor looks. I'm not quite satisfied, especially with my hair still poking out. The question is, do I really want to switch it over to that helmet? I have to get rid of this part completely at the very least. And then my face my face just shows through, which is annoying to me. And I don't think this helps at all. And my hair still pokes through. My hair is basically going to always poke through in some spot on these helmets. That's annoying. What if I just go everything? Look, my hair doesn't poke through at all, but the helmet looks like crap. So, let's just get rid of that. I'll deal with hair poking through on this one because it looks better. So, the various things that we can add, if I want to, I can add a jetpack and a glider to the helmet and I have to be in bat mode all the time. But there is a overheating thing, which is why there's things like cooling systems. And they require all these different parts when you click on them. So I'm going to have to take some time to figure out what exactly these all will do. There's also a weight thing which I think will slow you down. Perhaps. I'm not quite certain. I just know that there's all this stuff. Shock absorbers would be nice. So let's see. I think the best thing I can do is get some armor. Let's see. Diamond plating would use advanced plating. Some carefully arranged armor plates of rare and stronger material. Actually, diamonds are not good to make plating out of because they have a weird fracture thing. Robotic assistance to reduce the effective weight on the user. That's actually kind of cool. Basic plating. Let's see. Plating. What does it take to make plating? Oops. Basic plating, tin gear, iron. That's fine. Invar gears, and diamonds. Okay then. Interesting. Well, the tin gear and iron I can do just fine, so I guess I'll make those. I need some more iron. Let me just smelt this entire stack of pulverized iron and we'll get right to that. Okay, so 4 tin gears, and we can clear that out. Thank you. Why do I say that all the time? Okay, so we got one piece of basic plating. Let's install that into our chest plate. Now here's where it gets a little bit more fun. You can actually customize after you install things what all they do. So if I go all the way up with this, I'll have 5 points of armor and I'll increase my weight by 10 kilograms. If I go for somewhere around 3, that'll be 6 kilograms. So we have some armor now, which is nice. Let's grab a few more. And I think we're still moving around at the same speed. If I install some on the helmet... In fact, let's just go all the way up because you can always adjust these later. So there we go. Max armor I can get by way an extra 40 kilograms. And I am definitely slower. You can even see it in my movements as I walk around. Which is kind of nice, I guess. That there is this level of depth in the mod. Of course, if I go for halfway on it, I'm less protected, but I also weigh less. And last one. There we go. Okay, so now I have less armor, but I do move faster. So it's all a matter of preference of how you want your armor to function. Do you want it to be a lot more protective at the cost of your mobility, or do you want to be able to move around faster at the risk of being able to die faster as well? Now let's see. There's also the ability to install batteries and stuff, which allows you to use things like this energy shield. Let's see, an energy shield requires force field emitters, and batteries require capacitors of some variety. So let's see. An emitter is going to require me to get these tesseract frames, the wiring, and solenoid, which is wiring around iron. So not a very easy thing to do. But the benefit is that you get armor without having to have a whole bunch of weight, which is pretty nice. The downside is it requires energy, which can lead to overheating. So let's see, what else is there? Connect generator, generate power while moving. A thermal generator to generate power from extreme amounts of heat. I wonder if that includes your suit overheating. You know, this doesn't seem like too bad a thing to do. Let's install a parachute just to see what that's like. A parachute is a pneumatic servo, 2-string, and some wool. That's pretty easy. Okay, so pneumatic servos are simply... Oops. I am so used to pressing R for that. We do not have the glass. Well, I got some sand in here. Let's turn that to glass and we'll be on our way. Now what about string? Do I have string? No, I might not. That's okay because we do have a dungeon down below. Let me just grab my sword and we'll slice down some string. I don't mean a dungeon, I mean a mine shaft. Now, since I can fly, a parachute isn't entirely necessary, but I think it'd be just kind of nice to have it simply because it's such a cheap recipe to make and I can always uninstall it later. Searching for some string. Thank you for your kind donation. Might as well grab a few more. I think I need 2 actually for this, don't I? So let's just gather up a few bits of string that are laying around, and I should grab that redstone while I'm down here. Because I always need more. There. Now, assuming that I have some wool still, we'll be able to get this done pretty fast. If not, then I'm going to have to go find some sheep or something new. How's this doing, by the way? Let me check. Ha! It is full of lava. Good. That means we are producing more lava than we're consuming. We're producing more energy than we're consuming. Eventually, this will get backed up, this will get filled up, and it will stop consuming energy. Good. It's very good. Now, do I have wool? Nope, I don't have wool. Well, son of a gun. But I do have shears. Now, there used to be a sheep near my inn. Let's see if I can find it. If it's still here. Not seeing it. It was over in this area. But there are no signs. Ooh, but there are these trees which I did infect with silkworm. So, do I need to cook? Nope, I don't. A crook would just be faster. So let me get the string and then I'll meet you back down in my basement. Okay? Okay. Alright. So I have my wool. And I realize that since I need 2 parachutes, I'm going to need to make 2 pneumatic servos, which requires me to have 4 glass. And I only put in enough sand to make 2. Pneumatic servo, look it up. Get the glass in place. That makes 1, and number 2. Okay. So you put the pneumatic servos here, the wool across the top, and the string to the sides, and we have parachutes. Okie dokie then. Go over here, click this, install, and there is no adjustments on here. It did not increase my weight at all. It's just something bonus. Now, I suppose the next thing that we're going to have to do is test this. Make sure that it functions as designed, as intended. So what better way to test this than to go onto my roof and proceed to jump off of it? And to make sure that we have no assistance from our different form. Now I want to see if this actually pops out parachutes. Now, by default it says Shift J will deploy the parachutes, which is a bit of an odd button combo, because you have to move your hand over, or take your hand off your mouse. Oop. Huh. So I don't see any parachutes popping out, but my descent did slow down. Let's go jump off a cliff. Actually, let's jump off this house. Huh. Or you can just press J and it'll work. Okay, trying to parkour in third-person mode is a little more difficult than you would think. Yeah, see, look, I am holding shift and I'm just slowly floating to the ground. That's pretty useful. Huh. Well, so we have some neat-looking armor with some actual capabilities for defending me. The only thing I have not actually tried is seeing how well it handles in a combat situation. And since it is raining and nighttime, we should have plenty of baddies just lurking around ready to tear my limbs off. Like this guy here. So the armor is actually holding up fairly well. I am impressed by how much protection this gives me despite being, well, not full power armor. So I think that will actually do it for this episode. We spent a couple resources. I have improved my base, and I showed you guys that improvement, as minor an improvement as it is. This sword might be a little bit overpowered, but I do not care. So I think next thing that I will make might be that power glove, just to see how that functions compared to the other weapons. I'm gonna guess that it functions a little more inferior to weapons like Fervor here, but it could just be fun to have. And let's see, what was it called again? Was it just a power glove? Yes, it was indeed. A power fist. I was close. Let's see, Electrum and Iron. Do I have Electrum somewhere? I think I may. I do have Electrum. Let's actually make that quick. I know we're close to the end of the episode here, but if I have the resources to make it, I might as well. Alright, there we go. Power Fist. I have enough resources to make multiple. But the Power Fist is a pretty cool thing. When you hold it, it actually looks like it's a part of your armor in a way. And you can customize it in here as well. There is multiple things that you can customize with. An axe, a pickaxe, a shovel, shears, tilling, a lux capacitor, and launch a virtually infinite number of attractive light sources at the wall. I guess that means you can... Ooh, I can actually test this out right now. Let's install that. We'll make this the end of the episode. Something I have no idea what it will do. In fact, it may not even work at all because I don't have any power, so it might just die. A leaf blower. Prototype Omniwrench, ore scanner, flint and steel, dimensional tear generator, applied energistics wireless terminal. Ooh! So you can... I'll talk about this next episode, maybe. Ooh! Colors. But yes, it does have an energy consumption, so if I want to have this thing actually work, I'm going to need to install a battery, at least in my chest plate. By the Applied Energistics wireless access terminal thing. Applied Energistics has a block which allows you to access your network wirelessly, as long as you have a terminal and a broadcasting block within range. So basically this fist allows you to have everything you could possibly need in one device, which is pretty awesome. It just requires a lot of resources to get working. So that's going to be the end of this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little foray into the power armor mod. I will definitely get this fist working a little bit better for next episode. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and fave, guys, and I will see you in the next episode, whenever that may be. Take care, and goodbye. I can wave at you properly now. Bye!